everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Takes a handoff. It's locked. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he drops to throw. They're working that left side. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
And you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you to get the first down. You don't. Now, decision time, 4th and short.
Here we go with the run on 4th down. At midfield, he's got room. Off he goes. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
He'll try the toss to the left. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go with a direct snap. Fighting off the defender. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Turner. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
The aerial assault continues. Looking for the end zone. And he intercepts it. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The give to the tailback. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Nice catch there. I think back to great Golden Dome, the wide receivers, and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
They'll go to the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Nice run there on first down. This is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by 7 over Missouri. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Durham. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Fires on the move. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 10, LSU 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking for space. It's Love. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
The give to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
At the 35, he's loose. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They move the tight end all over. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Notre Dame right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he's coming out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the target. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's locked. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
After that last completion, it's second down. Back to the air one more time. Quickly complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Now on first down from the 28. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deep.
Fires toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Steps away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. It's complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. First down and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll make the catch at the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown LSU!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Feeling some heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
Punt formation to kick it away.
He's got great speed. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Handoff from the shotgun. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Red pass, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they can go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Miami of Ohio is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Northern Illinois. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear it.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Gonna run it. It's Price. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Wants to go up top. Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14.
And here's the return. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
A nice job by the defense swarming to the football. And anytime you're having the ball being pitched or you're having a lateral on the plate, you want to get to that guy who's doing it. Hit him. Make that thing bounce all over the place so you can go recover it. Nice job by the defense disrupting it with speed, getting to the football, recovering that sucker.
On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 33, LSU 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Belly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. The field goal is no good. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game.
33, LSU 14.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The inside handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to it. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Had to throw it before he wanted. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On the return, it's Anderson. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. LSU right back to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They're going to throw it again. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Pressure coming. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
With jet sweep pass. Running toward the tape. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Looking for a huge play. Got it. Touchdown, Irish. And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating.
He's going for it all. Snatches it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He is having a day, and there's still a ways to go, but pretty soon he might make a call on Kayshon Boutte's single-game receiving record.
Yeah, and if I'm him, I'm going to my QB and be like, listen, dog, I'm close. Feed me that rock. I want to go get...
Unleashes one deep. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. They'll line up to go for 2. Try and play action. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here come the Irish back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Wide out in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going over the top. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
That is no good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead.
Notre Dame, 40, LSU, 20.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down now after the sack. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He wants a big play here late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film.